What's your name?
Laura
Surname?
Croft.
I heard you were like training every day from the 6 a.m. like for 4 months straight. So how was it, and why it was important to start so early in the morning?
No, for the 4 months leading up to the shoot, I didn't have to start at 6 a.m., but I had to continue when I was shooting for 6 months. That's when I did 6 a.m. in the morning. But no, for me, I mean, it was important. I thought as an actress it was a wonderful opportunity to. I love to, do a lot of preparation and try to find, my character. And in the script, it was very much integrated in the story that she's, a very feminine young woman, but she's also, incredibly strong, and she has a love for physical training, and for it to be kind of plausible that she can do the journey that she does, going on this adventure, become this warrior. I think it was important, that she had a certain physique, and I'm myself quite petite, and I really wanted to, for the role, kind of gain some muscle. I saw some of our stunt girls that I worked with over the years, and girls are trained, and I was like, I want to be capable like these cool girls, and it was really tough to be able to change for this role.
You got a lot of weight, right? Muscle weight.
Yeah, about 10, 12 pounds. I mean, it's amazing. I wasn't very aware of how you do these things. I had an incredible trainer, Magnus. I realized it's a lot about eating. You eat a lot, like every third hour. And then, a lot of training. But you also learn kind of, especially for a woman, I think, to get some upper strength. It took about 4 months. And then it took just a few weeks, and it started to go away again. But, yeah.
I think working out is kind of a part of our lives kind of in general, right? Yeah. Dominic kind of hemmed and hawed. I think he got in there a couple of times. What we did get an opportunity to do is pilfer some of this incredible food that was made for Alicia, and we got to eat a strict diet of salmon and lentils. And which is actually awesome.
Yeah,
it's great.
And if you have to compete on push-ups with Alicia, who will win?
She would.
I would say she would have won during that time. I remember watching her do like 12 pull-ups or something like that. I can probably do maybe 8 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
She was cranking them out on the rings, and it was like, wow, okay, tough. She definitely transformed herself.
When I was watching the movie, it was really tough scenes in the water. Like, I don't know how you managed to do it, like parachute. It was like crazy. But I also remember when you were filming Kanana Karenina in Russia, it was like -40, the wolves.
Yeah, that was pretty full.
The Russians met these conditions in their lives. So what was harder for you?
Oh, well, funny enough, both of those times involved me being cold. And that is what I find the most difficult, even on this Tomb Raider film. I thought kind of it was going to be all the kind of gruesome fights or being up in the harness and flying around, but actually being in the cold is the worst. So yeah, it's hard for me to choose between those two, actually.
You mentioned yesterday how you spent time in Cape Town, your free time. Can you talk about it? What did you do, like African food?
Oh man,
oh god.
Was it fun?
Just being in Africa was like this whole other experience, because you're just seeing stuff that you're never been exposed to before. It's cool.
Yeah.
And he went out. You did a lot of exploring.
Yeah, we got to go around, and really I got to travel all over Namibia and do some diving in Mozambique, and then we hung out, and Dominic hung out. We met a lot of people in Cape Town, and that introduced us to some culturally significant things in that part of the world. And when you get that ticket, you take full advantage of it.
You guys, can you explain, like, for people who will be watching the movie first time, how this will be different from the Lara Croft we've seen like years ago? How's it different?
I think because it's a kind of a prequel, you're seeing this transformation of this young girl who's not the Lara Croft we know from before, and becoming this mature woman. And I think that's a really cool part of the story, is that you're seeing her journey unfold in front of you as an audience. And I think that's what makes it different from the previous ones, because the previous ones you're seeing already perfect Lara Croft. She's almost like a James Bond character who has no vulnerabilities, whereas Alicia brings the vulnerability and reality to the character.
I think you can be able to enjoy them both and see them as two separate things.
My barometer for a successful movie, as in this particular case, based on what you just said, my son had an opportunity to come to the set 3 times, and he's 7 years old. And at the end of his 3rd day, he leaned over to me and he said, "Dad, I want to be Lara Croft." And I looked at him and I said, "I want to be Lara Croft too."